I guess I really can't do this alone. I'm at my limit. I don't know what to do anymore.
What's going on? You're okay, you're just overthinking things.
I'm not overthinking. I've been trying for months. Do you even realize how hard I've been pushing myself?
I do realize it, I get it, okay? But freaking out won't help. You've still got time.
Just because I'm young doesn't mean I can keep putting things off. I feel like I'm running out of time.
But when you rush like this, all I feel is pressure. Can't we just slow down a bit?
Slow down? The reason I'm panicking is because you're always so calm. You never help, no matter how much time goes by.
I want to help, I really do, but work's been insane. That's got to come first.
Work? So you're just ignoring how I feel and leaving me hanging? What scares me is that nothing's changing and time just keeps slipping by.
It's not as easy as you make it sound. I'm exhausted too, and I need some time for myself.
You think I'm not tired? I am, but I'm still trying my best, so what exactly are you doing to help me?
Why are you so mad? It's not like I don't want this. But when you put this much pressure on me, it just kills my motivation.
So that's your excuse for not trying? I seriously don't know what else to do anymore. Each month I find myself hoping, but if it doesn't pan out again, what's going to happen to me? I'll be crushed.
You're right, but this isn't something we can force. Maybe if we didn't stress so much, it'd actually go better.
Not stressing means you're not taking it seriously. I'm the only one who keeps giving it my all. Why won't you meet me halfway?
I am trying. I'm doing my best in my own way. But there's timing and all that, and when you keep pushing it, I really can't handle it.
Then what am I supposed to do? You're just looking for ways to make things easier for yourself. I'm over here doing everything I can, and you're doing nothing.
But there's no reason to rush, is there? This is our issue. If we take our time, we'll get through it.
I'm not rushing. I just want us to face this together. But you don't see that, and that's what hurts the most.
It's not as simple as you think it is. But I'm tired of you yelling at me, so what am I supposed to do?
I just want you to be there for me more. When you don't help no matter how hard I try, it just feels like I'm fighting alone.
Samantha, are you really not changing your mind?
No, not at all. If anything, I'm even more sure about it now. I'm done second-guessing myself.
I see. So you're really serious about having this baby?
Of course I am. I actually came back home to start getting ready for the birth. That's the whole reason I moved back in with my parents. But Noah, are you still against me having this baby?
Of course I am. You're 43 now, aren't you? Having a baby at that age is way too risky, physically and medically. It's just not smart.
Wow, you don't have to be so harsh. Sure, I know you're talking about risks, but you know just as well as I do.
You've got to be realistic. The older you get, the higher the chance the baby could be born with a disability. It's proven that the risk increases a lot compared to when you're younger. I never wanted kids to begin with, and I definitely don't think I could handle raising a child with special needs.
But that's not something we know for sure yet, is it? There's still a good chance the baby will be completely healthy. And more importantly, let me make one thing clear. This baby is yours.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like the chances are zero, but come on, think realistically. If the baby does end up having a disability, what am I supposed to do? That'd be hard on both of us. Honestly, getting divorced now would be better for both of us in the long run, don't you think?
I don't completely disagree with how you feel, Noah. I know you were never super excited about having kids, and I get where you're coming from. But this is a totally different situation. I just want you to understand how hard it can be to raise a child with special needs.
But seriously, what about you? What's your plan? You think you can raise a baby on your own after divorcing me? You quit your job and you're unemployed right now, right? How do you plan to get by?
After I decided to have this baby and you brought up divorce, I've been thinking about that non-stop. I know it won't be easy, but if we split, I'll move back in with my parents and start job hunting from there. There are plenty of public support programs for single parents too. And I plan to use those and do whatever I can to create a stable life for me and the baby.
Fine, if that's what you really want, then I've got nothing left to say. I just don't understand the desire to have a kid. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever have that kind of resolve.
Yeah, I think it really just comes down to the difference in how we see things. I understand how you feel. But I've made my decision to have this baby, so I'm not blaming you for anything. That's why I'll go ahead and accept the divorce. But I do want proper child support. So we need to make sure that part is clearly agreed on.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's still mine whether I like it or not. I said I'd pay for child support. Alright then, I'll start moving forward with the divorce. Make sure you get all the paperwork done.
Okay, got it. Well then, goodbye.
Samantha, can I talk to you for a second?
What? What do you want? I'm busy right now.
Come on, don't be so cold. It's been a while. Still, I got to say, I was surprised today.
Surprised by what?
Man, I never thought I'd run into my ex-wife. The one who got pregnant at 43 and got dumped at my new job. What are the odds, right? Would have been better if we bumped into each other anywhere else. But seriously, what was with that attitude? I tried talking to you and you just looked super awkward. Is it really that awkward? It's not like I did anything wrong, right?
Of course it's awkward. Just having your ex-husband working at the same place is awkward enough, don't you think? That's normal. And the reason we divorced was literally because of the baby. So, from a mom's point of view, awkward doesn't even begin to describe it. Honestly, I'd rather not have to run into you at all. I wish you could understand that. Why are you acting like it's no big deal and chatting like nothing happened?
Well, we had a clean break, didn't we? There wasn't some huge fight or anything. We both agreed to the divorce, so it's not like you hate me or something, right?
Wait, are you serious right now? Just because it was a clean break, you think this whole situation isn't uncomfortable at all?
We agreed to end things, so if that's not a clean break, then what is? It's not like I ever really wanted kids in the first place. You were the one making all the noise. So, what happened in the end? You didn't have the kid, did you? I mean, it probably wasn't healthy, right?
Oh, I didn't tell you?
Huh?
She's perfectly healthy, no disability, and she's not a kid. Her name's Mia.
Oh really? So she turned out fine? I'm glad to hear that. Glad she's doing well and growing up like any other kid. And hey, that name, Mia, not bad at all.
Thanks, I guess. Are we done now? Because I really don't want to talk to you anymore. There's no point, and I've had enough.
Wait, what do you mean you had enough? Talking to me is that unbearable for you?
Mia means the world to me. It really bothers me that you called her a kid and jumped to the conclusion about her having issues. How do you think that makes me feel? You think I'm just going to let you talk about my child like that?
Come on, it was just a joke. You don't have to blow up over it. I didn't mean anything by it.
Maybe you think it's a joke, but to me, what you said is completely unforgivable. You crossed the line. You didn't have the guts to be a father, you walked away and left us. So, of course you wouldn't understand. My daughter is my whole world.
Wow, okay, that was kind of harsh. My bad, seriously. I'll be more careful from now on. I didn't mean to upset you. We're working at the same place now, so let's try not to make it awkward, yeah? I mean, we might as well keep things chill if we're going to be co-workers.
If it's work-related, of course, I'll talk to you properly. But I'm not the kind of mom who can just let it slide when someone insults my daughter. So from now on, please don't talk to me unless it's necessary for work. I want to focus on my job, and I don't need any distractions. That's all. Hey Samantha, how have you been? Huh? Wait a minute. It's Camila. We used to work together at the old office. We used to hang out all the time back then. Oh, Camila. Wow, it's been ages. What made you decide to reach out to me now? Samantha, it's been forever. You remember me, right? It's been a while. Of course I remember you, Camila. We were colleagues. Plus, I'm your ex-husband's ex-girlfriend too, right? Like you could forget that. Yeah, I don't exactly have time to sit around being nostalgic, but I'm glad you're doing well. So, what's up? Oh right, Noah told me you two work at the same company now. What are the odds, right? I was totally shocked too. Wait, Camila, are you still in touch with Noah? In touch is kind of an understatement. Actually, after you and Noah got divorced, we got back together. Crazy, right? And we got married last year, so I'm not the ex anymore, I'm his wife now. I see. Well, I wish you both the best. But that really has nothing to do with me. Hey Samantha, how do you really feel? Your ex-husband marrying his ex-girlfriend? That had to sting at least a little, right? Not really. It doesn't matter to me. I've got more important things to worry about right now. You're still young, Camila, so maybe you don't get it yet. But I don't have time to obsess over the past. Wow, spoken like a woman who got dumped, huh? Well, I guess it makes sense at your age. You got left because of the pregnancy, right? That was the real reason, wasn't it? It's kind of sad. But Noah never seemed like a guy who wanted kids. He probably thought the baby would just get in the way. Are you contacting me just to rub it in? Honestly, that's kind of pathetic. Maybe think about how embarrassing this behavior actually is. You just got married. If you're really happy, you should focus on enjoying that. Wasting time trying to feel superior? That's not it. Before you start poking into someone else's life, maybe take a good look at your own. The way you're acting right now, Camila, it just shows you don't have any real direction. Jesus, you're so annoying. Maybe that's why Noah dumped you. You ever think about that? Seriously, it's just pathetic. The reason we got divorced is because we didn't see eye to eye as a couple. So no, I don't regret it at all. What mattered more to me than Noah was, and will always be, my daughter. Okay, keep acting tough. I mean, good guys always end up with the better woman, right? I'm younger than you, prettier than you, it's just how things go. So, honestly, this outcome was kind of expected. Then maybe you should focus more on yourself and stop worrying about me. I couldn't care less about you two. If you've got time to trash talk, maybe use that time to enjoy your marriage. Or is your life so unfulfilling that the only way to feel better is by trying to one-up a so-called washed-up old lady. Excuse you, I am perfectly happy, thank you very much. I just heard your name and thought it'd be fun to tease you a little, that's all. Didn't mean anything by it, so don't take it so seriously. Right, good for you. Anyway, I'm busy, so goodbye.
Samantha, I just wanted to ask you something.
What is it? I'm busy right now.
You always say that.
Because I am busy. Moms have a million things to do at home too, you know?
You're always so cold. Seriously, can you do something about that attitude? Honestly, it makes things pretty awkward. Don't you realize it's affecting work too? No matter what I say, you barely respond. It's exhausting. If you don't meet me halfway, it just makes things harder. I'm asking you to try being a little more friendly, just so we can work better together.
I do communicate clearly when it comes to work. I don't waste time and I don't slack off. Plus, I'm an admin and you're in sales. We barely even need to interact. So no, I don't see why I should be making small talk just to make you feel better.
You're still mad about what happened? I already apologized, didn't I? Okay, maybe I went too far back then. But I did say sorry. Can't you just let it go?
Even if you apologized, I can't just let it go. You insulted my daughter and then tried to brush it off like it was nothing. Is that what you call an apology? How long have you been in the workforce? Don't you think it's about time you acted like a professional? If you really think a half-hearted sorry is enough, then you clearly have no idea how the real world works.
Okay, seriously, I am sorry. I've been thinking about it and yeah, I know what I said back then was way out of line.
Look, if you've got time to mess around with me, maybe try getting along with Camila instead. You're married now, right? Instead of worrying about your ex-wife's feelings, maybe focus on treating your actual wife better. Rather than dragging up stuff from the past with me, you should be putting that energy into your current family. That's what actually matters.
Wait, how do you even know about that?
Camila reached out to me. Anyway, that's enough, okay? I'm exhausted. I don't want to waste any more energy thinking about you. So, let's end it here. I'm done.
Wow, wait, hold on a second. I'm not reaching out to you for no reason, alright? There's something important I need to talk to you about, so please, just hear me out.
Something important? If it's work-related, you can ask me at the office.
No, it's not about work. It's about a kid.
What? What kid? Are you talking about Mia?
No, it's not about her specifically. I've just been wondering what it's actually like to have a kid. I mean, honestly curious. What does it feel like?
That is beyond insensitive. Why on earth would you think it's okay to ask me that? If you're that curious, go ask someone else. Why bring that question to me of all people?
No, wait, just hear me out. That's not what I meant. Yeah, there was a time when I didn't care about having kids at all. But lately, I've started to feel more curious, especially seeing people around me with kids.
Didn't you say you weren't interested in kids? That's literally why we got divorced, isn't it?
I don't know, I guess now that I see so many people around me becoming parents, it kind of looks nice.
What? Are you serious right now? That's not something you say like it's no big deal.
Back when you were pregnant, there was a chance the baby might not be healthy, remember? And I didn't care one bit. I didn't even want to be involved. But now, I've kind of started to get curious about it. I don't know, I just started wondering what it's actually like. I haven't told Camila yet, but the truth is, I've been thinking I might want to have a kid with her. I know it's way too late to bring this up to you, but I really wanted to ask.
You've got to be kidding me. Kids aren't something you just decide to have on a whim. They're not pets. I can't believe you're saying you want one just because you're curious. And it's hard to believe you can say that with Mia around. I'm at a loss for words. What do you even think of her? Are you seriously not ashamed to say something so selfish?
I told you I didn't mean it like that. I was just honestly wondering what it's like to have a kid. That's all. So tell me, what's it really like? What does it feel like?
Unbelievable. I don't even know how you can be this clueless. Do you even realize your position here? And you think that kind of question is okay? And you seriously think you and Camila could have a kid now? That's never going to happen.
What? Why would you say that? What's that supposed to mean?
Aside from the fact that you abandoned Mia without a second thought, Camila can't even get pregnant.
What? What are you talking about?
You didn't know? Camila had a medical issue years ago, and she had to have her uterus removed. She can't have children. So no matter what you say now, it doesn't matter anymore.
What? Are you serious right now? I had no idea.
Hey Noah, are you seriously not coming home again tonight?
No, I'm not. I just need some time alone to think about everything.
I'm sorry. Please, just hear me out. Let me explain, okay? I'm really sorry. I didn't think you'd get this upset. It's not like I was hiding it from you on purpose, and I didn't mean anything bad by it. So please, can we just talk this through? I don't want this to ruin our relationship.
This isn't the kind of thing you can fix with an apology. It's something you should have told me before we got married. Why would you keep something that important from me, even back when we were dating? You never said anything. Were you that afraid to tell me?
I get that, but for a woman, this is a really sensitive topic, you know? I was scared to bring it up. I didn't know how you'd react. It's not exactly easy to talk about. And you, Noah, you used to say you didn't even want kids, right? You made it sound like you never planned on having them, so I figured maybe I didn't need to say anything.
Excuse me? But when I asked you about that scar on your stomach before, you brushed it off, didn't you? If you had just told me the truth back then, I wouldn't have gotten this upset. Because you kept quiet, I had no idea about any of this.
Honestly, it wasn't easy for me to say that to you. Try putting yourself in my shoes. Do you have any idea how hard it is to say I can't have kids? You really think that's something I could just casually bring up?
Then why does Samantha know? You never said a word to me, but you told her about it? What, you trust her more than you trust me?
That's not the case. Samantha discovered it when she noticed the scar. While we were at the beach on a trip with our co-workers. She asked me what happened, and I just kind of told her without thinking. Back then, she was my boss. Honestly, hiding it felt weirder than just saying something. It's not like I chose to tell Samantha, not you.
Unbelievable. I married you because I wanted us to build a family together someday. And now I find out that Samantha knew something this important about you before I ever did. That honestly hurts.
I'm sorry for that. But you know what, Noah? You're being a bit hypocritical here. Didn't you divorce Samantha because of the whole kid situation? I heard you two split up because of disagreements about having children. So I actually thought I wouldn't have to worry about that with you. That marrying you would be simpler. And now you suddenly want a kid? You're the one throwing me off here.
I didn't expect to feel this way either. But lately, I've been thinking a lot more about what it means to have a family.
Then what about Mia? That's her name, right? She's your kid, isn't she? Why Why don't you try getting custody of her? She's your daughter. Maybe it's time you stepped up and actually raised her.
Wait, are you serious? But Mia's not related to you by blood. Are you really okay with that?
Honestly, I don't like it, but I hate fighting with you all the time even more. If this keeps causing issues between us and we end up divorcing over it, then maybe that option's better. Besides, even if she's not related to me, she's your daughter, right? I mean, I can't have kids, but that doesn't mean I don't care about them at all. If there's a chance I could raise one, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing.
I see. I don't want to split up with you either. If you're open to it, maybe it's worth thinking about. I'll talk to Samantha and see what she says. Samantha, I need to talk to you.
Again? Aren't you being a little too persistent? I don't have anything to discuss with you.
Come on, don't be like that. You barely talk to me at work anymore.
And why would I?
You're seriously cold at work, you know that? Even when I talk to you, you barely respond. We used to talk so much. It feels kind of lonely now.
So what? At least I'm responding to your messages on WhatsApp. You should be grateful for that. I don't have time for pointless chatter during work.
Right. Anyway, the real reason I messaged you, I need to ask you for a favor.
A favor? Now? Really?
I want you to give me custody of Mia.
Excuse me? Are you out of your mind? If you're going to talk nonsense, go do it in your sleep. That's not even funny.
I'm not joking. I'm being serious here. You already know about Camila, right? She can't have children. So, after talking it through, we figured if we want a kid, well, one already exists. And Camila said she'd be okay with it, as long as the child is biologically mine. So, would you let us raise Mia?
If you're actually serious, then you really need to knock it off. Mia is my daughter. I don't care what your situation is. There's no way I'm handing her over to you two.
Come on, she's my kid too, isn't she? You're still living with your parents, and your job's not exactly stable, right? Camilla's working part-time, and I've got a steady income. Wouldn't a two-income household be better for Mia overall?
Financially, you could be fine, but that's not the point. I'm really saying that you both lack the qualities needed to be good parents. Neither you nor Camila have the mindset or maturity to be parents. Why would I ever trust you two with someone as precious as Mia?
Alright. No need for all the parenthood responsibility speeches, okay? Here's an idea. If you give me custody of Mia, I'll pay you a lump sum of child support up front. Wouldn't that at least be worth considering?
Unbelievable. You've hit a new low. Trying to buy a child with money? Do you even hear yourself right now? Like I said before, kids aren't pets. You don't just decide you kind of want one or might want to raise one like it's a new hobby. You and Camila clearly have no grasp of the weight of raising a child. There's no way I'm letting either of you take Mia.
Even so, come on, let's be real for a second. You can't ignore the practical side of this. Raising a kid takes money, you know? You're 42 now, right? You think someone your age can keep up as a parent? What about Mia's future?
I don't need you worrying about that. Trust me, I'm well aware. My parents own a house and land, and honestly, they've got plenty saved up. Not that I wanted to say that. Plus, there are support programs for single parents, and I'm making full use of everything available. If it's for Mia's future, I'll do whatever it takes.
Wow, so you really just see your parents as a safety net? That's seriously messed up. And you think you're qualified to raise a kid? Sounds like you're the last person who should.
I do feel guilty as their daughter, okay? But if I have to rely on their support to raise Mia, then so be it. That's my choice. Call me ungrateful if you want. I don't care. I've made up my mind to protect Mia, no matter what. If it means she can live her life without fear, I'll sacrifice anything. Do you or Camila even have that kind of resolve?
I...
When you first found out I was pregnant with Mia, what was your reaction? You didn't step up. You ran. You wanted nothing to do with it. Now you want to be a parent? Are you kidding me? I'm saying things any decent parent should be saying, and you can't even do that. And you think you deserve custody? What a joke. Don't ever say something that ridiculous again.
About the other day, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought all that up out of nowhere.
So you do understand, at least a little?
Yeah, I guess I do. Anyway, I wanted to ask you for something else today.
What now? There's still more?
I've been thinking a lot about the custody thing, and honestly, you were right. Neither Camila nor I had the kind of resolve you do. That's why, at the very least, could I just see Mia, just once?
After everything you said, you still got the nerve to ask for something like that? You really think I'd let someone like you meet Mia?
Please, I'm still her father, aren't I? Living with the reality that I've never seen her, not even once, is really challenging. I admit I made some awful choices in the past. But now, I'm finally trying to face it all and do better. I've been paying child support every month. So, isn't it a little unfair that I've never even been allowed to meet her?
You're the one who never cared about Mia until now. And now you suddenly want to see her, just because you feel like it? That's not how this works. I'm not letting your mood swings turn our lives upside down.
Oh yeah? Then I'll be filing for emotional damages. You good with that?
What? Emotional damages? What are you even talking about?
You're denying me visitation with my own child without cause. That's a legal issue, you know. From what I read, in cases like this, people can claim tens of thousands in damages. And you, living with your parents and not exactly rolling in cash, can you really afford that? Or would you rather waste money fighting me and losing court? You could do a lot more for Mia without money, right?
You're really willing to go this far? Is your goal just to make my life miserable?
This wouldn't even be an issue if you just talked to me calmly from the start. But hey, if you keep refusing, then you'll just have to pay the price. And when Mia gets older and finds out, guess who she'll blame? Not me.
Fine, I'll allow you to see Mia. Is that what you wanted?
See, if you just listened from the beginning, we wouldn't have to go through all this. Alright, I'll text you later about the visitation schedule. Looking forward to it.
You really are unbelievable. I'm honestly disgusted.
What now? You got something to say?
You're seriously going to play dumb after all that? I can't believe you actually went that far. If anyone defines the phrase can't be trusted, it's you. Good thing I had a feeling something might happen, and asked my parents to be on standby. Thankfully, they were.
Look, I said I'm sorry. It's not like I planned things to go that way from the start. It just kind of happened, you know?
It just happened? What does that even mean? You had Camila waiting in the car, ready to drive off with Mia. Are you seriously about to claim that you made zero plans and just had her sitting there for hours by coincidence?
Well, I mean, you know, it just kind of happened like that. Like, these things happen sometimes, right?
No, they don't. You waited until I stepped away for 1 second to try and snatch Mia. If my parents hadn't been on alert, who knows what would have happened? And the second you two got caught, you both panicked and took off. Now you think you can make excuses and talk your way out of this?
Yeah, fine, I get it. I said I'm sorry, didn't I? But come on, if I hadn't done that, you never would have given me custody. I didn't want to do something like that, okay? But you were so stubborn about it, it felt like I had no choice.
So you admit it. In that case, I'll be going to the police.
Wait, what? The police? Hold on a second. Isn't that a little extreme? And besides, if you go to the cops without any solid proof, they're not going to take you seriously. Don't waste your time.
I told you, my parents were already on alert because I didn't trust you. I asked them to record everything so we'd have actual evidence. They caught you on video trying to force Mia into the car.
No way. Are you serious? What's going to happen to me? Am I going to get arrested? Come on, wait. I'm her father. There's no way I'd get arrested for something like this, right?
Even if you're her father, you don't have custody. That makes it a crime. And it wasn't just a visit. You tried to abduct her. That makes it even worse. Do you realize how terrified she was? She's only 3 years old. Because of you, she had no idea what was happening. She was screaming and crying in fear. Don't think for 1 second you can get away with traumatizing a little kid like that.
No, please. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I never wanted to scare Mia, I swear. I never imagined something like this would end with the police being involved.
It doesn't matter what you meant. A crime is a crime, and what you did doesn't just disappear. And as the ones you hurt, we have zero reason to consider your side of the story.
We used to be married, remember? After all those years together, doesn't it bother you even a little to see me get arrested? What about Mia? If she finds out her own father is a criminal, that could scar her for life.
And that's exactly why. Letting you near Mia is far too dangerous. So as her mother, I have no intention of forgiving someone who might bring her harm, ever.
Please, I'm begging you, if this happens, my life is over.
What happens to your life is not my concern. Mia's life matters so much more than that. I have never once put my own life above hers. So, if you still want to call yourself a father, then start acting like it. Put her first and give up your own life for her. Samantha, I'm not going to get arrested too, right? It's just Noah, isn't it? Are you serious? The moment you helped him, you became an accomplice. That makes you a criminal too. No way. Come on, give me a break. I don't even care what happens to Mia. Noah said he wanted to bring her home, so I just helped him out. And your reasons don't matter to us at all. You went along with him and tried to take Mia. That's all there is to it. Now accept it and take the punishment. Don't say that. I'm a victim in this too, in a way. I never even wanted kids in the first place. I didn't want to think of a child who wasn't mine as my daughter. But Noah forced me into this. Like I said, none of that concerns us. If you didn't care about Mia, then why try to take her at all? I don't know. Ever since the hysterectomy, I've never even thought about kids. As a fellow woman, I sympathize with what you've been through. But that doesn't mean I'm going to forgive you. You scared my daughter and tried to take her away, so you will face the consequences. Why did it have to end like this? I just wanted a normal, happy life. Not being able to have kids doesn't give you the right to steal someone else's. The moment you chose that path, you gave up any chance at a normal life. So now both Noah and I have to live the rest of our lives as criminals? I'm still young, you know. Noah still had his future ahead of him too. Why does some old lady like you get to destroy the future of people like us? It's not fair. I'm not trying to protect my own future. I'm protecting Mia's. If that means taking away your future to keep her safe, then so be it. That's the kind of resolve I live with as a mother. If you choose to get involved with another person's child without recognizing the seriousness of that responsibility, don't be shocked if you face some backlash. I never imagined my life would end up like this. Why did I ever marry someone like Noah? Weren't you the one bragging about him not too long ago? Well, you made your choice. Now take responsibility for it till the very end. You don't get to walk away halfway just because it's inconvenient. After that, Noah ultimately avoided criminal charges, but his life was never the same. What about the incident spread through his company, and he quickly lost everyone's trust? His position at work crumbled, and he was eventually forced to resign. Even after that, he couldn't land any freelance work. And his life became completely unstable. Unable to pay rent, he was eventually evicted from his home. What hurt him the most during that time was not being able to see Mia ever again. He had lost all rights as a father, and no matter how deeply he regretted it, it was already too late. To me, that was more than enough punishment. No matter how many tears Noah sheds, no matter how sorry he claims to be, I will never forgive him. When I think about the fear and trauma that incident caused Mia, there's no way I could ever allow him near her again. Even if he truly regrets everything, the only thing that matters to me is protecting the safe, peaceful environment where Mia can grow up. No matter how much Noah regrets what he's done, I'm absolutely certain he will never be part of our future again. My resolve will never waver. I'm fully prepared to keep protecting Mia, no matter what.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.